first began to think about myself as good, it was hard. I'd read things that said, "You're good." In his eyes, "You're loved." And it made me cry. It made me cry for all the deep, dark moments when I did things and felt things and thought things that weren't so good. And I began to learn how to forgive myself for those moments. And I started calling those tears little ice cubes melting. Because we've all done and thought and had moments when things were done to us that keep us from feeling like in his eyes we're loved. And yet, I began to think about every moment as filled with a music that just because I didn't hear it, the music didn't go away. And I gave you one of my favorite passages. It's on page 494 of Science and Health. And it starts in the middle of a sentence. And it says, "To all mankind." And I thought about all the people who passed on and all those on different planets, if there are folks there, and different spheres, if that's where they are. To all mankind, and in every hour, every one of their hours, divine love. If you had a divine piece of cake, it would taste so good. Divine love supplies. In the military, if it's supplied, it gets there. And then all good. My goodness. So that meant that in the moments when the abuse seemed to be happening, that was like bad static that felt so awful and sounded so awful, but it never touched the music. Just like static on the radio doesn't touch the composers, it doesn't touch the disc jockey, and the music knows nothing about it. So I began to reason that the evil stuff that I'd been involved in or that had happened to me was actually unreal. And that the good in that moment was the heaven, the reality, the music of that moment. But there were these deep down feelings that nobody knew about. And so I'd hear a beautiful song, and those feelings would come welling up, and I'd be in tears and nobody knew why, until one day, forgiveness came clear to me in a way that allowed me to see abundance again.